Hello, everyone. Welcome in. This is my safe place during the snow that's coming in. This is my safest spot I could ever be in right now. According to all those people in YouTube land that procrastinate and exaggerate and exacerbate all the hype just to get clicks, I thought this would be a good idea. You see, I can do this and be just as safe as the next person. There's Barry. Hello, Barry. Let me
Yes.
get you in here. Hold on a minute. Yes,
Yes.
Barry,
You want a juice box for your safe place.
I found my safe place, Barry.
I won't bother you in your safe place. Would you like a juice drink and a coloring book?
Well, no, there's not enough room. Uh, but in case I want to be really safe, I can do this. I can poke that out and close that up, and I can have one eye looking out. But I like it like this because I think it's going to be a better
this
setup.
this takes introvert to a whole new level.
Huh?
This takes introvert to a whole new level.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It just kind of dawned on me about 5 minutes ago. I seen that box lady. I said, oh, why not? Because it makes sense that, you know, the people buying all the bread in Walmart and different places and all the milk and stuff because they think it's going to, they should, it's just panic buying is what's, I know people, has got to have stuff, but my God, say something for everybody else.
Well,
They
now
just,
I just feel out of place. I wish I had some tinfoil. I'd make a tinfoil hat.
well, I would give you, I got another box like this, Barry, but, maybe I'll give it to you and then, maybe not tonight, but you can
Well,
have it
I
on.
got a huge box over here that I could practically, if I balled up in the fetal position, I could close the thing and
Well, then you would have room for your coloring book then.
yeah, and a juice box.
I don't have no room in here. But, see, I can turn my head pretty good, but that's about it. And if I feel insecure, I can just do this. But hello, I'm in the box. Oh no, I can't get out.
Oh
Hey,
well, I guess you have to. You know
I
what?
get.
Your ears will be warm.
Yeah, it is pretty warm in here. Actually, I see where the cats get it at. They like boxes. So yeah,
Nice dark, warm places. Yeah.
yeah, you
Speaking of cats, I've got a kitten attacking my leg.
know. Yeah.
Apparently,
Well,
I
I don't know. We're in here, and I hope everybody is prepared as they're going to be. Beside the point, I mean, we have to be. Everybody has to be prepared the best way they can in a situation like this. But let's go back on the old axiom that it pays to have a whole lot of this stuff ahead of time, but we don't. Running running the bedtime routine.
Hey, Shawnee.
Getting the kiddios to bed. Well, while you're doing that, I'm just gonna stay in my box for a little bit. Not very long. When I start feeling secure enough, I'll get out. But right now, I'm not. With this storm coming in, I think the safest place is going to be right here. I'm just going to sit.
I think it's safe to say Shawnee's probably got it 10 times worse than we do right now.
Oh, I know she does.
And
But,
she's it's just, she gets the Canadian part of it first.
Right. Well, I know she does. I know she gets getting it worse for the most part.
She says you're looking good in your safe place.
This is my safe place, Shawnee. Don't make fun of it.
He's very sensitive.
I'm sensitive to things like that right now at this point. And while I was almost ready to come out of my box, you're driving me much further into it. Every time you make a remark like that, the leg gets a little bit closer. But you still see my face. Woo, look at me.
His nose is upside down.
He's had a stroke.
Oh, okay.
See that? He's got one eye is kind of screwed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, Shawnee. Looking good in my safe place. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's sarcasm or not, but right now, I'm not going to stay in. I'm going to stay in my box for a little bit longer. Not much longer, because we're going to look at the map here in a minute. I think everybody needs to have a box like this to get inside on their live streams. Because I think it would get more attention doing it like this. Shawnee needs to get a box and put it on her head like this and do one of her gardening lives. And Kitty, no, there ain't enough room for you in this box. There's not enough room for a cat here. Well, there probably would be, but it'd be like crowded. It would be crowded.
There we go.
I'm Buckman. Look, I'm somebody from Minecraft. I'm Steve. Minecraft, or maybe a creeper, a retarded creeper. But yeah, we're gonna get some snow. It looks like, and it may get pretty bad there. I mean, the way the National Weather Service and the local weather is talking about, we could get both ice and snow, Barry. It's quite a bit of what they're talking about. We could get quite a bit of snow, from 6 to 12 inches.
Yep.
And probably almost a half-inch ice in some places, which I'm going to go ahead and bank on the half-inch of ice, because it could be a possibility we could get that, but that's more or less down south.
I got that beat. I already had 3 inches of ice in my driveway for.
I know you did.
Over a week now.
I know you did. I pulled up in there.
Heck out of me the other day. I'm telling you.
I pulled up in there. Backed out. I just let it coast back, and then my gut it started in for a ditch. It's a good. I ran out of ice before I got to that ditch. That way my brakes caught. But if it wasn't for that, I'd have been in that ditch. The butt end of my car would have been in the ditch. I'd have been screwed.
I know you might have the upper hand though, because it's not a full size vehicle. So it
Yeah,
probably, 2 or 3 people probably could have picked up the rear end and just put it back on the concrete.
possibly. Yeah. Of course, I got a tow bar.
Lift it up.
I got a tow hook underneath the front end of it anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's time for me to come out of my box. I think it's safe enough, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna close my lid and take this off and lay it there and put my hat back on. I think I'm safe right now. Yeah. I feel better when I was in my box. I did. Hello, cat. Y'all decided to come in to see what I was doing? No, I don't know. Excuse me. Share screen, and we're going to go to the share screen. We'll go to the National Weather Service.
Now would be a good time for someone to buy a deep freeze or refrigerator, because then they could just pile their family up in the box and keep warm.
You see that map right there? Is it coming through good?
Not yet. Your image just froze, but I think it's because it's loading. Oh.
Is it? Can you see it yet?
No, not yet.
Let me stop sharing and come back into it.
Yeah, because your camera's froze on you. Now you're back.
Okay, let me do it this way. Let me get the screen right. We'll do it like this. Can you see it now?
Nope.
I'll be down. Why can't I show it?
I don't know. You trying to show the radar?
Yeah, the National Weather Service map. Okay. I hit share and it share screen or share file.
Share screen.
That's what I thought. Also, let's see. Select a tab to share. Let me switch this way. Entire screen. And say no, do it like that.
StreamYard can't leave anything alone. Why fix something that's not broke?
Can you see it now? It's still not working, is it?
No.
I do not know what the heck is going on, dude. That doesn't make no sense. The reason why I can't share a screen.
All right.
Let me see. Maybe if I had it. See, I tried to share a screen doing one of my videos, and evidently it didn't show up. And 1 minute, there it goes. Hold on a minute.
See that down there?
You got it there. Well, that National Weather Service. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how come you can do it and I can't?
I don't know. I blame Windows. I'm on Linux though, so.
Oh well, that's probably got a whole lot of it right there.
Linux is magic, man.
Yeah.
That's enough out of you back there. I didn't ask for your input. He's feeling a certain way. The cat.
It's still quite, it ain't supposed to come in until sometime early in the morning, about before noon, they said. But
There, I activated it, put it in motion. It's not going to be much motion because it's moving pretty slow at this moment. But
yeah,
do you want me to zoom in or anything?
if you can, if you can, go ahead. And I'll try it again in here in a minute, see if it'll let me. I'm just going to try it again to see if it.
You know, Kentucky's looking pretty good right now, but then we, what in the world? 2 alerts. Well, we already knew about the storm warning. Good God. If you don't know about it by now, you've been living under a rock.
Evidently, yeah, because
19. I don't want, well, yeah, it's showing Randolph, Oklahoma. But
oh, you got a fight back there.
yeah, it's not quite a fight, but yeah. Cats are feeling a certain way.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get it. Ain't no doubt about that. I mean, it's gonna get tight here, maybe. Especially that I don't mind the snow. That ice is a major problem, of course. But we could have some power outages. That's a fact. You take almost a half-inch of ice, that something's going to be snapping and breaking.
Yeah, I don't know why it's showing all that, but here's where Shawnee is. Looking pretty safe right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's moving slow, though.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, they said it was supposed to come in about before noon or something like that. When it starts, that's when we see the first snowflakes. But I'll say long about this time tomorrow night, we'll know all about it. Know all about it.
And once it's all said and done, I'll take the drone up.
Yeah.
Well, provided the temperature is above the safe. There's a limit to those lithium batteries, and they're too expensive. I'll wait till it's up to a certain temperature, and then I'll fly it. But I flew it here a couple weeks ago, and it was cold.
Yeah.
And boy, that battery did not last long. They're about 31 minutes per battery.
Yeah.
And it was you might as well cut that in half. I was out there 10 minutes. My hands started freezing. I said, okay, I've had enough.
And the battery did too.
Yeah. And my second one, I was like, I'm going to save the second one. But you got to remember, the higher you go in altitude, and I was up at 200 feet.
Yeah.
The higher you go, the colder it gets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It doesn't like the heat either. There's a very small window that's safe to fly. What happens is you start to kind of it damages the batteries basically. It reduces its charge capacity and mine came with one, and the second one I bought, and it was refurbished, and I thought, well, I could be taking a chance. And it was actually rated higher. If you go in the app, it tells you the life of the battery, or in this case, batteries, because there's 2 on each pack. And it actually had a higher charge rate than the one that came with the drone. So evidently, when they refurbish that kind of stuff, they really put some effort into it.
Yeah,
No,
most usually they don't. Let me try this. I'm gonna use this other button here and see if I can present this. I'm just gonna see what the problem is on my well, that's right too. Okay, let's try it like this. Can you see it now?
no, not yet.
We'll give it a few minutes. Maybe it's it might load here in a minute.
Boy, I'm fixing to put you outside. Almost every cat is in here right now.
Has it loaded yet for you on that end?
No.
I don't understand what the deal is on that. I really don't.
It looks like the presenter would be able to do it just as easy as I could. I mean,
Well, yeah.
StreamYard here lately has just been so buggy.
I haven't had any problem sharing stuff before.
Oh, I know this. I've seen other people having issues with it, and but I have to say, if you had to choose the other services, I've seen the other services where the chat is minutes behind the actual live.
Yeah,
and
that's no good.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know why it's not showing. Where?
Maybe I should go. Let's try it like that. Let's see. Let's try it like that. I'm gonna try it one. Well, I done exit out, so I ain't worried about it. Oh well, I'll have to see because there's no way I know that it wasn't loading right because my other videos I was wanting to have something up there while I was doing it, and after I recorded it and looked, well, it's not even showing it.
I posted a video of tonight's forecast off of NOAA Weather Radio, and it was loud on my phone, but then when I played it back off of YouTube, it didn't seem like it was as loud. But I'm not going to complain. It wasn't like the Midland walkie talkies. It seems like when you turn them up, they get real tinny sounding, kind of shrill sounding. Kind of hurts my ears. But
let me see. Let's see if it lets me do an image file.
What browser are you using? Oh, there you go.
Okay. It did let me do an image file, but it won't let me do.
Try the what you tried a few minutes ago. Try that now, so that you finally got something to come up.
Well, I have to do National Weather Service. I have to search National Weather Service again. Say here. Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna. There we go. Let me.
What in the heck, cat? Oh, you get out of there. How did you get the door open? Oh my God. Anyone else in the closet?
Oh, okay, I got it. I understand it now. Here we go.
Oh yeah, now yeah.
But I can't fiddle with it though.
Yeah, you have to do it from the
From the site.
yeah.
Yeah, I see that now. Let me get here on Kentucky. Can you see it changing and all that good stuff?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
Evidently, evidently, you just haven't shared anything in a while, and it forgot how to do it.
yeah. I remember now. Next time I know what to do. You gotta leave that window. You gotta leave that window up at the top, and so and just click on it to share it. I mean, to look at it, and right here is Kentucky. As you can see, it. This let's see. Let me get the forecast for us. Let me back up there. What if I get our forecast? Let's see. Let's see, available formats. Let's see. I want to click on the. Well, the one I was looking at. Anyway, all this is supposed to be over top. Let me see here. Okay, let me do it like that. When we type the well, well, okay, HUS. Oh, okay, I spelled Houstonville wrong. Oh, golly. Uh, snow mainly after 2 p.m. Snow could be very heavy at times. High near 21. Wind chill values as low as -3. 90% precipitation. Snow accumulation of 1 to 3 inches possible. That's for tomorrow. Snow mixed with sleet after 1 a.m. Saturday. Then snow and freezing rain, possibly mixed with sleet between 1 a.m. and 4. Then snow and freezing rain after 4 a.m. Snow could be heavy at times, low around 15. Wind chill values as low as 7. Wow. Chance of precipitation 100%. New ice accumulations of less than 0.1 of an inch possible. 3 to 5 inches of snow possible. And Sunday's getting freezing rain too. There's a map. Oh, would be a map. But anyway, we get the gist of it anyway, don't we?
Uh-huh.
Good enough. No sense of contemplating too much because oh, radarweather.gov. Yeah, you know, I don't know. Like I said earlier, you know, people, you go to the store and like Walmart, for instance, they're gonna bread aisle shelves completely empty, empty, and the ramen noodle section just about empty. Uh, I understand there's a lot of people that are buying stuff, but save some for somebody else. Just cause it, you know, don't get 4 or 5 loads. You know, stuff like that. People just panic buying is what you might say, panic buying. You should have some of that stuff already. Now, grant you, I did go out and get a few extra things, and some of it are and already needed before this. Still, yet you want to be. I understand the point of being. You want to make sure, but at the same time, it's just panic buying. And yeah, dollar stores don't have any either very now. No bread. They don't have any. You know, we should always be prepared so we can be safe. I mean, that's uh, getting back to what I was saying earlier. You know, it's good. It's good to keep track of the weather, and that's what you're supposed to do to be prepared for what's coming. But what gets me is there's so many out there just taking advantage of the situation to better themselves. Uh, you know, too much hype. The weather, the TVs are just as bad. It's okay to say, you know, talk about what going to get and stuff like that, so people can be prepared. But and in the other words, you know, they exaggerate. And,
It seems like fear mongering is the thing. It's the new thing now.
fear mongering is the thing. Isn't it funny? And I'll just put this out there. Isn't it funny that when you get some activity like this snowstorm coming in, that on YouTube you see all these weather channels popping up when normally you might see one or two, you know, occasionally. They seem to come out of the woodwork. It did last time, if you remember, right? You remember during the tornado and stuff, the bad weather we had back early in summer?
Yep.
They come out of the daggum woodwork. And then after it was all over, never heard another peep out of them.
Some of them are a spin off of that one that everybody's so crazy about.
Mm-hmm. Y'all.
I wasn't going to say it. I wasn't going to give them
I
any.
said, y'all.
Y'all.
Yeah, they talk about it and stuff and have their little maths and stuff. But that's one thing. But when you try to hype it and exaggerate it and your thumbnails look like, oh, the apocalypse of snow. Everybody get your cardboard box and put it on your head. Hey, I was ahead of them on that. I already got mine.
Yeah.
So, but you know, but it is like it's just like anything else. We should pay attention to the weather and everything else, but at the same time we need to be prepared and stuff to.
Don't let the media scare you.
Yeah, exactly. Don't let the media, all media, scare you, because at the end of the day, they're looking for the biggest audience they can get. And what better way to have a lot of viewers is during a time like this, when normally you'd get your average mediocre crowd, and times like this, oh, you're just exploding with new people. But they do. If they can live with it, I can too. I can talk about it. We just need to be careful out here. It is going to get nasty. Well, the potential for it to get nasty is out there. The ice potential is what's so dangerous. That's what the weatherman talked about on the news tonight. He says, the snow, He said, but the ice is what is really dangerous because uh, as sure as I'm sitting here and you're sitting there where you're at, people's going to be tearing out on the road. And they said, if you don't have to be out anywhere, don't go. And, of course, the public services has to be out, fire department, EMS, and law enforcement. They have to be out in this crap, and you got to make room for them. Uh, their job's going to be hard enough
Mm-hmm.
without seeing somebody stuck on the side of the road and you know blocking the road or halfway across the road, where they've slipped over in the ditch and they can't and they have to ease around them or stop and render aid.
Or even worse, that idiot out there that thinks they could drive the same speed they would drive in dry conditions, and they smack right into an ambulance or they smack right into a police officer.
Mm-hmm.
Fire department, they block the fire department, and somebody's house burns to the ground. I mean, minutes and seconds count.
And you got to leave room for them to operate.
I never
I know,
understood that.
I know from experience you got to be out in it. You don't want to be, but I've had to drive in it before, and it wasn't fun. It was not fun, and it was bad when had to make a Lexington run one night, and it was nasty out there. The roads, the 27 was completely covered. It already had ice on it and snow on top of the ice. They'd have cleaned it off the best they could, but it was like 4 or 5 inches of snow. Uh, and it was emergency run. We had to go to Lexington, dude. And you can't and run the light if you got your lights on, and while it's snowing like that, it is just damn near blind you.
Mm-hmm.
And you learn to. I had a. It was an experience to put it that way, and I didn't like to. I did it. but we got to make room for the first responders out there because they're going to be out in it. And if you don't have to be out in it, don't go. You know, they should already had this stuff already taken care of before now. And I got
Remember,
news.
those people out there have families too.
Yep. And I got news for you again. If it ever got this bad, like it did one year, the 4 drives was even hanging up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they around the road here, they 4 drives in the ditch. This is the same as regular people was. But one year back in, I think it was 96, 97, something like that. Because I was at Stanford then. And, golly, the National Guard had to come get me and take me to work.
It's easy to get that false sense of security and like, okay, so I drove that Jeep Grand Cherokee for 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
and it's easy to get that false sense of security when you're in 4-wheel drive.
Oh yeah.
Even 4-wheel drive has its limitations, and if you get too comfortable, um, just one little swerve, next
Yeah,
thing you know,
going around a curve too, and you cut that wheel just a little bit too sharp,
mhm.
you're in the ditch.
It's not. Sometimes you can walk it right out of the ditch, and there's other times where you're screwed. It's gonna
Oh yeah.
$7 to have a truck pull it out.
Yeah.
I walked a few ditches of mine, but that wasn't on purpose.
Well, that's easy to do. I mean, but at the end of the day, you might, like you said, you think you're invincible, and that just cause a 4-wheel drive, and you're not. You're not. I'm gonna put some battery in this light. Get them out of here. I got plenty of light sources, but it did. I got some batteries, and I thought I'd put them in this one light just to have around just in case. Of course, I got 2 regular lamps, and I got flashlights, and I got solar lights, and so I got plenty of light sources. But
Yeah, I can't find my little blue flashlight. I don't know what I've done with it, but I've got a couple walkie-talkies with flashlights. I've got a lantern in the kitchen. I've got a light that you take camping that charges off solar. Got my team flashlight that I saved by resoldering it because they were too cheap to use enough solder to keep the wires on.
well, I'm like this light right here, put bright ain't it?
Yeah.
I use that camping. We take that camp. These I think we got another one. Taking camping. But I got that, so I'm good on that. But I got plenty of lights, I got, like I said, I got them regular oil lamps, coal lamps. Takes lamp oil, which you can burn kerosene in them too, if you wanted to.
I got my this pocket. I don't know who's got pockets this big. But,
I'm talking about take it actually, they're actually coil lamps, but it takes that lamp oil, which back in the day, they had what they call coal oil, and that's what they burn them type of lamps.
Now it's kind of a diluted version of kerosene.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what they. Let me go get one of them. I got.
I like this. This has been really useful. This little power bank.
This is an antique, but it still works good.
Yep. Nice thing is you can still get wicks, still get fuel.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I keep them always filled. But yeah, like I said, I got plenty of light sources. It ain't the end of the world by no means.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
You know, I think a whole lot of people's problems is when the reason why they get all excited over this sort of thing is that they're not prepared. They don't know what to do.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I mean, I can understand that. I mean, not knowing what to do and everything, and not being used to having things, just keeping things around in case. Yeah, I can see where it could be a little bit of anxiety there, but we've do I want to see the snow and ice get here? No, not really. I can deal with the snow. Snow is easy, but the ice is another thing. Which is the ice is what's got my attention more than anything. Simply for the fact that power outages and stuff like that. I'm thinking that if the Lord lets me do it, I'm going to invest in a little system like you got there, Barry. I'm gonna fix it and install it just for purposes of emergencies.
Yeah, I wish I could show it, but it's down on a shelf plugged in. So
you can run a strand of LED lights through your house. You got light.
yeah,
I mean, it's simple.
These are really useful too.
Yeah, I got one. I got one of those too. It ain't quite that big. It's right over here. Mine ain't quite that big, but
I got mine. I got this one from Michelle, Mint and Prepper. I want it. It's wrong.
And they're full of jars.
This is the only drawback to it is it's heavy.
Yeah, this ain't too bad. It's got two places where you can charge things.
Yeah.
I ain't even tried to charge anything off of it. I should probably practice it. I think we got this free from an order or something. They throw this in the lot.
Yeah.
I think it might have been Temu or something. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Mine was a drawing. I won on a drawing.
Yeah.
You're on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, these little things. I mean, you accumulate and you save up, save back, and you know, you got to think ahead. What would I need in a certain situation? The basic essentials is what you need to concentrate on first, and then expand from there.
Unlike all the other people that happened to buy the brand that I bought, they didn't come with a cable to go to the solar panel. So you have to buy that separate, and then
Hmm.
it's a proprietary type plug. So you have to get it. It has to be. You pretty much have to order it off their website, which it's not. It's too. It's not too expensive. It's just that it's only like a 2 foot long cord, and that's that means I would have to buy an extension cable to go to my solar panel.
Hmm.
Otherwise, I have to set the whole thing outside, and if it's bad weather, I don't want it sitting out there in the bad weather and charging that way. Well, the whole idea is to have the solar power station inside the house and your solar panel outside.
Hmm.
Uh,
Well, it'd probably be a good idea to get the extension for it and just do it that way.
yeah, I'd
I
like
guess.
to build one from scratch,
Hmm.
which isn't very hard to do. I already have half the components.
Yeah.
Uh, the most expensive part would be the inverter, but there's Timu, so
Oh yeah. We can go to the Chinese for that. They'll come up with it. Probably better uh, outfit too in some respects.
uh,
You know.
also Harbor Freight
Uh
has
huh.
solar stuff there too.
Yeah. Okay.
They got a multi adapter solar plug that works on all different um, you know solar power generators like mine. I didn't look at the price for it. I haven't looked it up, but I saw it in one of those. You know how when you do a search for something, it'll give you Walmart, Harbor Freight,
Yeah.
Amazon. Pay. I saw our Harbor Freight had one. It had multiple adapters on it, and then it had the plugs that goes into the solar panel.
Yeah. Yeah. That sure is a good thing to have just for a backup source of lighting, and you can also charge your phone up, whatever, radios, stuff like that. Just little things like that. You know, you start with your basic essentials, and then, like I said, expand yourself out a little bit. Don't get too overindulged in it. There's a lot of gimmicks out there that if you stand back and look at it, do you really need that? You know, it'd be okay to maybe invest in something like that uh, gimmick uh, after you've got all of your other stuff that you're gonna need. But yeah,
Don't buy something just because you saw someone on YouTube.
uh huh,
Uh, I've seen people doing these. I've seen I don't know how many companies will hit up some of these big channels, and you look in their background, and they've got like 12 different brands up on a shelf. And there's no way you're going to use all of those.
no, you know, you gotta be what's the word? You gotta be realistic on that. I mean, like you probably radios is what you're talking about. Yeah, what you ain't gonna talk all of them, you know.
Well,
But
you got one mouth and two hands. So
uh,
God gave us 2 ears and one mouth for a reason.
hmm. Well, you know,
Unless you're a politician.
yeah, they talk out both corners of the mouth and as well. And
Sometimes,
a lot of times they talk out of their butt.
yeah, yeah, they speak out of the orifice.
Yeah, every orifice has got some kind of word coming out of it. Yeah, I don't know. I just
If you,
think. Go ahead.
yeah, I just don't, you know. Okay, so the one I've got is 600 watt hours, and I can't go above a certain amount of solar panels because then it would overload it.
Mm-hmm.
You would think that the more solar panels, the faster it would charge, but uh, it's not the case because it's got limiters, but limiters even has their limits. When you go past that limitation, you'll burn it up and you'll be left out.
Yeah, you burn it up quick. It's just common sense on that because you're overloading the battery.
Now I got a 100-watt solar panel, which is okay. It's going to give me about 300 to 500 watt hours per hour. Don't ask me to do the math for a whole day because you can't predict, especially, we live in a valley. You got a clearer shot to the sun than I do. My downside in the wintertime is this freaking ridge up here.
Yeah.
I only get about 4 or 5 hours of direct sunlight. So in the wintertime, the summertime, it's clear sailing, but 2 solar panels would on this, what I've got would charge it within a reasonable amount of time. But in the wintertime, you're cut in half.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's not just because I have ridges behind me, but also you have to think, well, if it's filters through the clouds, like we've got clouds right now, you're cutting that all the way down to like 30%. So you're only using 30% of that solar panel.
Yeah, you're not getting the full effect of the sun. Yeah,
you'll never get 100% out of, say it's 100-watt solar panel, but you're never going to see 100 watts out of that solar panel. I don't care, because you're only going to. Right now they're starting to get to where they've got solar panels that work in the dark.
Huh.
And what they do is absorb starlight and moonlight. It's freaking amazing technology.
That's cool. That sounds cool.
Like my particular one is like 23% efficiency. A lot of people don't look at that. They don't realize that solar panels have an efficiency rating. But they got stuff coming that's already been out for a while, obviously, because they release stuff after they've proven it works. Let's be up higher, higher efficiency rate.
Well, just like technology, it's always evolving. What seems like new stuff coming out now is at least 10 to 15 years old technology. The government's used it for at least 20 years before they release it to the public. So, I just.
Well, one of the coolest inventions is the bifacial solar. Well, now, what that is solar panels on each side. So you don't just have one side that can direct, that's under the sun. You have the other side that's normally mounted to something. If you leave it open underneath, there's solar panels on the other side of it. If you could put something white on the ground, it'll reflect the light up towards the back of the solar panel, increasing your efficiency.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the only downside to a bifacial solar panel is the cost. But once you get past the cost, I look to see, I see those coming down in price here pretty soon.
Oh, yeah.
Because we have technology that's already surpassed that efficiency rating.
But, at the end of the day, also, the basic essentials that you need to have on hand in case of natural emergencies like weather related or what have you. you know, the better off you're going to be mentally and, you know, just all the way around. Yeah, it's going to be enough stuff to have to deal with without having to worry about. You're going to always not have everything. You're not going to have everything, but you've got to try to.
There's no possible way to think of every contingency.
No, you're going to forget. You're not. You're going to forget not for
And you
something.
won't realize it till you need it. That's the bad part of it.
And generally, that's how it goes. I mean, you never need anything until you don't have it. That's the way it is on everyday experiences, you know. But you know, if you can get by with the main essentials like lighting, heat, communications, uh, you know, some sort of radio to keep informed, AM, FM radio, maybe a shortwave or something like that. A weather radio is especially.
Hey, now that you mention that, you remember I told you the other day, and we mentioned this on a live, that one of the Midland walkie-talkies quit working?
Uh-huh.
I took the battery out, cleaned the contacts, put it back in, and it's working.
Well, okay, that's something.
I was like, you know, I paid too much for these to quit, like, you know, just from sitting around.
Yeah, well, just like me, you know, you aggravate you if something ain't working. Well, you know, I'd say after they sit there for a while, the contacts would get corroded. And batteries would corrode the contacts. But
wow, it's not as clear as it was earlier.
You reminded me I need to move my weather radio over here on this side of the room. I got it up there next to I got it right there, but I need to move because it ain't getting no good signal there. I need to put it right over back over where it was at. And I got another plug right over here in the corner so I can run an extension cord to it. I need to do that. You just now reminded me. But see, I got a little light right here. This little thing right here. I cranked it up. It's one of them that got a dynamo in it. And that thing, it's been at least 2 weeks ago had a live or on your live maybe, and it's still working. And I cranked it up about 2 months ago.
That's crazy.
And the thing's still on charge. Now, how long it stays on charge, I don't know. With it on, I need to experiment with that and to see how long it does stay. But yeah, you know, let's say turn it off. There comes out that little trigger right there. You take that and do it. Then lock it up in there. Boop. Most of these I've seen them like this before, and their light, our lightning bug puts up more light. But this right here is pretty damn strong. I mean, you could really get by with this light.
Yeah.
On an everyday basis. But yeah, little things like this. I mean, what I would do if I was somebody else and was limited on space for my stuff, I'd get me a large or a couple of backpacks and put all the basic essentials outside of heat. Of course, you'll have to have. You can't do that with your heat source, but your basic essentials, your flashlights, and et cetera, first aid kits, stuff like that. Weather radio, you need to have that out all the time. I'm trying to think, but you're even if you put all your stuff in backpacks every once in a while, you need to get them out and check them out, check them over. Like you be like Barry's case there. If you got a radio or something in there, contacts is dirty and it won't work. So little things like that. It's better to have peace of mind knowing that you can get through the toughness of things. Like Barry's saying too. We're not going to have everything. That's just the way it goes. We're going to forget something that we needed at a particular time, and that's just the way it goes. But the basics is what we need. As I said a while ago, snow, I don't mind it, but because you can get around in snow as long as it ain't hip deep or something like that, then of course you can't. But that ice is a different story, son. It is not forgiving. I seen a certain person just about bust his hind end day before yesterday. I didn't see it per se, but they mentioned it to me, and I won't call no names, but his name's Barry.
What?
And I wished I'd seen it, but because it would have been funny. Not that he fell, but it would just. Well, yeah. I don't know how you. Never mind. Yes, it would have been funny. It would have been funny. Then again, it wasn't. So there you go. I said it.
When I almost fell and busted my butt.
Yes, you remember you telling me about it?
It was pretty darn funny when I did it. I laughed about it.
Was it?
Well,
Yeah.
That's why I told you. Because it was just like I thought I got my footing the first time I slipped, and when I went to make another step, I slipped again.
Yeah, it's one of them times you're better off to squat down and just scoot yourself across. I ain't getting up because I know when I get up, I'm going to fall down, so I might well stay down.
Yeah. It's pretty nice down here on the ground. My butt's a little cold, but
yeah.
I don't know what happened to that blue light. Well, I don't know what I did with that.
Yeah, that's
I'll find it when I'm not looking for it.
Well, right there, that driveway is bad anyway for ice.
About it.
Of course, you've seen it as well as I have. I've seen the ice a lot thicker on up the hill there, and that's right there.
Spring is
right along about that pear tree there. I've seen it really thick right there. Yeah. It was at least. I remember one year it was at least 4 inches thick through there.
You get a run and go out on the street.
I had to go down there. I had to take a grubbing hoe and a chopping axe, go there and bust it all up, so I could even get up the top of the hill.
Yeah, and even you still had to get a run and go from the road.
Yeah, it was. I've went up that hill before. It'd been just regular snow, but when you hit that ice pocket, no, if you wasn't already going pretty good when you hit that, that snow, that ice was going to give you some problems. And I remember I took a grubbing hoe, went down there, broke it up, and threw it out of the road. And,
I tell you, when my Jeep had some didn't have the best tires on it, it walked right up it in
Yeah.
4-wheel drive. But as soon as I bought a new set of tires, cost me about $600 by the time I was done. Man, that thing was slipping and carrying on. I said, "You got to be kidding me!" And there was one time it was so bad that I went right through the yard. I got up right here. I was living up at the other place, and I got up right behind this trailer I'm living in now, and I just walked up through the grass in that Jeep because I couldn't get up the hill in the road.
That's pretty bad where you can travel better in the grass than you could on the road.
I thought, there's a very good chance I might get hung up on something, but no, it walked right up there, no problem. But now getting down was a little hairy because I tried the road, and boy, I thought I was going to go plumb across the road up to the neighbor's yard.
Mm-hmm. Just praying there wasn't nobody coming.
Yep.
I mean, once you start, you're just saying, let it be clear by the time I get down there. Oh, golly.
Right where I used to live at Spring right there.
Mm-hmm.
Feed that spot, and there'd be, there was one year, I'm not even joking, man, there was 6 inches of ice packed up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I had to go around that.
Right there's where I busted it up right there about your old place there.
Yeah.
Right in there is where I had to bust it out. It was thick. And I salted it and then busted it with a grubbing hoe, and finally did get it out cleared away, but at a couple of weeks it was back the same way, or a week, just about. Told him it was there's a spring right there, and if you put a ditch in there on that one side there, I'll take care of it. You won't have no more ice building up right there, but no. Oh, you can make it up there, can't you? There, no. Yeah. If I had a dog sled, I could probably wouldn't have to worry about it. I had just started parking my car down at the bottom of the driveway and just walking up it. Well, I did there for last little bit there. I done that. But it is what it is. After all, it is wintertime, and if it wasn't the ice and stuff in the wintertime, we'd be dealing with thunderstorms and tornadoes in the summer. So it's
but at least we'd be warm.
Yes, it would be. Yeah, we want. That'd be one less thing we'd have to worry about was keeping warm.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we can be prepared for things like that. And here's somebody. You leave a door open, and there they are.
I'll just blow right in.
If you leave people, the door unlocked, people just waltz in.
That's right.
It's that cool gardening girl. How you doing?
Perhaps I garden. I'm good, actually. Not bad. For this, 5 minutes, I'll be good. I'm just kidding. I haven't had a bad day. Everything's great. It's just -40, but everything still works. So no
40.
complaints. Mm-hmm.
I ain't got nothing to complain about. You over dealing with -40.
Yeah, I had to go move my vehicle and we still had mail and packages get delivered, and I got food from a grocery store delivered.
Wow.
So we just keep going like normal here.
Yeah.
I was looking at I was watching a movie and I rarely do this, but I was looking on the Walmart app,
Yeah.
because I tried to shop ahead of time. So like this is going to happen after this month, in February. So I was looking at what I was going to buy next month for food, and it said at the top of the app, due to weather conditions, some of our services may be delayed or not at all.
Yeah.
At all. And it's like, okay, so they're really talking about delivery.
They have
Yeah.
to be.
I totally get that. I mean,
I had ordered from Aldi. So it's a DoorDash driver that goes in and shops the Aldi list and brings it to me. And so that's like, independent contractor pretty much. It's they're up to them if they want to go drive out in a blizzard. Like the other day, somebody said they would pick up my food and they went in the ditch and had to get towed and my food never came. It's interesting, that people go, yeah, of course, in -40, I'll bring you your meat for the weekend because I didn't want to eat the ground beef or roast. So I got ham and bacon and salmon and chicken thighs. And I feel like there's one more thing. Oh, turkey deli meat. And then I thought I was only buying 3 oranges. Guess how many I bought?
a dozen.
I bought 3 bags that were 4 pounds apiece,
Oh no!
which is fine. We've got some vitamin C.
Yeah.
We're gonna make orange juice maybe from scratch. I don't know.
You'll have plenty of oranges, that's for
They don't
sure.
fit in the fridge, so they're by the cold door.
Mhm.
To stay. Oh, our basement was normally it's 54 and it got down to, I know, 48 for sure. 46 I think was the basement. And my kids were playing down there for hours, playing with their toys.
Well, at the end of the day, Shawnee, what you can do is just get you one of these and put it on your head.
Is it a safe box or a safe place?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a flap. Okay. Yeah, we were going through some boxes today, and I was, do you want to keep the box? Or are we ready to get rid of it?
Good.
There's
think
always,
it's
a pile of, you want to build something with the box, you get it for a couple days, and then it's got to get out of the house.
Well, has Turbo taken over a box yet?
Yeah, that is funny.
But you need to have your box, your own personal box. to put on
Paper
your head.
bags, he'll crawl inside and scare you. Yeah, he'll get right in a box.
Oh, yeah. They love boxes.
He loves to sleep in a bunk bed.
Mhm.
He crawls up in the bunk bed, and we find him in the middle of the day sleeping.
Up high. Up
Mhm.
high.
Yeah.
That's what they
It's so
like, up high.
fascinating. Mhm.
They like up high. There's something.
I made brownies today, and I cooked a bunch of food a couple days ago in case we lost power. So then the
Mhm.
food's cooked. You just reheat it, and now we're eating all that food. That's why I just said, "F it, we're gonna go order some meat." It
Yeah.
was payday, so spent $50 at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing I noticed too was a lot of out of stocks.
Say that again?
I also noticed there was a lot of out of stock stuff too on the app.
Okay, so what I've gathered from Tennessee, Missouri, Texas, and possibly Louisiana, the things that they've seen wiped out was canned diced tomatoes, tuna, bread, possibly milk and eggs, but I'm not sure on those ones.
And
No,
Yeah. I
What'd you
believe
say?
that.
Yeah.
Walmart here, their bread aisle was completely devastated.
Okay.
It looked like a ghost town or some kind of zombie apocalypse, movie. well, there's no bread and no ramen noodles on the shelf. And there happened to be some on a pallet there that they were getting ready to stock. I just took one off the pallet.
Okay.
And they had milk at that time, but eggs completely wiped out, except
Okay.
for a couple brands.
Mhm.
And saltines, the cheap saltines, they were completely out. I had to wind up buying a box of expensive, but they wouldn't. I wouldn't have seen them, but they was down low as you come out next to the checkout. And it was down low on one of the end caps,
You snatched it up, huh?
and you would have never seen it if you hadn't have been. If you'd not been looking down, you never seen
At your
it.
feet.
And I guess
Yeah.
that's why they put them there. They stuck
Right.
it in. Well, I've seen them, so there's a box.
So,
But
now that consumers have done this, that means if there's a delay in getting the truck in to restock, it's
Mhm.
gonna sit empty much longer. Where if people would have just had a routine of putting a bread in the freezer with
Yeah.
each trip and using it within 3 months and having a rotation, this wouldn't have happened. Or learning how to make bread, or how do you make a meal plan without bread for 4 days or 5 days
Mhm.
or 2 weeks?
Yep.
Like, having that figured out instead of doing what everyone else did. The way it works for me is, let's say we're gonna have bad weather Friday, like
Mhm.
this was Thursday night, Friday was the cold, and then it's gonna go until February now. So, Wednesday, I made sure that that was when stuff was getting brought to me, whether that meant ordering it on Tuesday, because sometimes I have to order it a whole day ahead of time to get it the next day, and really going through on, okay, I need flour, I need oil. I made sure I did have milk, because that is something that's really nice to have for cooking and for kids, and I did buy the amount of bread that is for our family, because we can eat 1 loaf in 1 day. If you think about it, 5 people, if we have French toast or grilled cheese or a meat sandwich,
Mhm.
that's 1 loaf of bread.
Mhm.
Um, the other thing I did was take a gallon jug, and I put water in it up to a certain point, and I froze it. So
Mhm.
if I have no power and I know it's gonna be a couple hours and I don't wanna go run an extension cord to the generator, I could take that out of the freezer and put it in the fridge, and it keeps the fridge cold a little longer, because the freezers are okay up to a certain amount of hours before I gotta
Mhm.
get out my backups and, drag stuff outside and all that stuff, because it's cold enough outside. We always fill up some things of water, and we always boil water and put it in a thermos. So I have
Mhm.
instant hot water if for some reason we lose power and I want to make a cup of tea to just have some comfort and some warmth, I can do that.
Yeah, just little things like that goes a long ways giving you peace of mind. Uh, that the bread situation, I wouldn't have needed the bread. I was needing another loaf or two of bread because I had wanted to fix sandwiches, every once in a while. I was needing bread anyway,
Mhm.
but Walmart did not have any. I,
Yeah.
I, I didn't take my phone in with me. I wish I had because I would have
Oh, filmed it.
filmed it. And
Took
this
a picture.
it looked like somebody just ravaged the aisle. It was like about 100 people went through it. And just,
And that's a number I would like to know. How many people did it take to do that? Was it 100?
well, I would say 10 people probably went through and ravaged it.
It's
Probably.
just, again, it's that right in front of your face on how little the store can provide for your community when
Well,
something goes wrong.
most stores only have a
3
daily
days.
3 days of supplies on the shelf at any given
Like,
time.
if we had to go and get something, it's like
They
3
may
days.
have a they may have a few things back in the stock room, but it's not that much,
No.
and it would be certainly enough to fill the shelf back up.
Now
If you think it's bad now, waiting if something else had happened. That's what everybody, tried to say, you got to kind of use some common sense.
Well, now we'll see, because when does this start? It's tonight? People
In
are
the
going to
morning.
get snow and ice?
They're supposed to hit us predictively around what was it, Barry? I can't remember. It was in the morning or tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, it's more tomorrow evening.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday we'll see how everybody made it. If some places are out of power and it's bad,
Oh,
it could take a week.
well, they're almost guaranteeing we're going to have power
Disruption.
outages. Not, I don't know about here. They're giving us a mixture of the ice and snow.
Which is worse.
I'd rather have the snow. The ice, you can't.
It's
Not
heavy.
forgiving. It's not
It's
forgiving.
damaging. It takes
not
trees
forgiving.
and lines down. It hurts people. It clogs stuff up. Like,
We're supposed to get like a 0 point something an inch of an inch, but still, yes, you take that's their predictions that what we're supposed to get. But we could get more ice.
yes. Yep.
That just gives you can't really take it to heart. It just gives you a parameter to think
It could
about.
go this way or that way.
Yeah, that's the way so I'm prepared, as far as the electricity goes. I hope it doesn't get bad, but I know I was watching the map, been watching the radar and stuff the last couple of days, and I was saying when they started changing their story about, some of us, they showed the map and they showed in my area the ice section and the snow section pretty dadgum close. I said, we're going to get some of that. We're going to get some ice. Ain't no doubt about that.
This is a really good opportunity for people to learn coming out of this. So learn how to handle before, how to handle during, and what happens after. So example, for me, I was going through getting set up and I realized we're short a propane tank or two. Because if I have a propane tank connected to the grill outside at all times, and I have a designated propane tank for a generator because it's dual fuel, so it has a special hose, and we just leave it on there for that. If I want to have a propane tank like what Barry does, and for my Mr. Buddy, and then I have a cooktop that I could plug into a propane tank. So I'm short, technically, 2 tanks right now because I only have 2. I need 4. If I wanted to have everybody have their designated tank to get us through more than 4 hours, right? 20 hours, 2 weeks. I don't know how long that would last me because we've never had to do it. But we have the little green cylinder things. Go ahead, Barry.
I'm sorry. Here's a really good example of that. I got 4.7 gallons the other day.
Okay.
I've already burned through that.
On Monday. When did you go? Tuesday? I talked to you that day. Was it Wednesday?
I don't know.
I mean, I looked. Okay, so I have 2 stories, Randall, that you haven't heard yet. Would you like to hear them?
Yeah.
So there was a fella that we haven't seen or heard from in 10 years. Facebook messaging my family, my husband and I, frantically in the middle of the night. And my husband goes to work about 3 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning. So he saw the message then because I wasn't waking him up for this person. They're not our friend. Turns out they claimed their furnace went out and they were asking for us a backup heater. Now, here's my other mistake, number 2. I never went and picked up the extra oil radiator heater that I could have just in case our furnace went out. We only have 1 in the house and I needed 1 more for, this level because the other one's upstairs. So I made that mistake on not having it for our household. And then I also would never have gone, here you go, to this person. So not that that would have been an option, but my husband, being the good-hearted person he is, he goes, I have $30 and you can get a propane tank refilled because the guy has one of those sunflower fishing heaters. So the guy walked to the gas station with the tank in this weather, and my husband handed him the cash and he filled it up, like, exchanged it, I mean,
Mhm.
and gave him a ride to wherever, because we don't know him anymore, right? And
Mhm.
then the person sent a picture to Mark with the thing going, and he said lifesaver. Now, I don't know, based on this person, if he's squatting in an abandoned house, if he like really actually lives there. I don't actually know the situation, but he's not the kind of person. The reason I'm saying this is because he's not the kind of person to go to the Salvation Army Church or the Armory for shelter.
Oh, okay.
He's not that kind of person.
Yeah.
So that happened this morning. And then my husband gets to work and it's -40. They're told that they can't use the bathroom
Oh,
because
God.
nothing's draining. So they are using a porta potty outside.
Oh, my Lord.
To answer your question, it was Monday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay.
And the problem with that is, yeah, we could go get him another tank, but there's at least a 90% chance that they're going to not have propane.
You'd
If
have
we
to
get
call first. Call ahead of
yeah,
time.
we'd have to
Yeah.
yeah, and
Uh,
when we
there's,
call,
there's that slim chance that when we get there, they've tapped out the last,
Yep.
they could
But I,
say, yeah, we got it, and when we get up,
yeah, I mean, we did this last year. We had to hunt around for propane. I know we went one night. We went all over the place. That was before I decided I was gonna, fill them up at Tractor Supply. So I was exchanging, and I was burning money. Like, it's $23 to exchange a tank here,
Yeah, and your refilling is cheaper. Yeah, okay.
and I got one. But yeah, but the thing is, I don't, Um, oh yeah, I mean, it burned through the money like you wouldn't believe. And I'm being sparingly using electric.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's a learning experience for me. I'm not worried about anything, and I
Okay.
don't think it's going to be nearly as bad for us as it will be for other
yeah.
states. Parts of the state.
Well, they're actually really, some states is going to be right in the bullseye of the ice.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get it. Like I said, I'm kind of, I'm on the middle ground on that. I think
As
we're going to get either or both.
a gardener, I'm worried about perennials in all these places. Some of these places, they were having 70-degree weather and things were starting to bud, not flower necessarily, but this is a shocker to perennials. Go ahead, Randall.
Well, in my experience with plants and stuff out in the cold like it, there's a whole lot of them. If it ices on them, it won't hurt them.
If you shake them, it will.
Yeah, as long as they're still, and then if it ices on them or whatever, and covers them over with a thick layer or whatever, if it got that bad,
Helps if it snows first. If it snows first and then gets cold and icy, there's a insulation. Hold on.
Well, I'm talking about the insulation part, but then again, I don't know. There's some if they're already bloomed out like that and everything. This is be a shock. It may. I don't know.
I'm thinking like Texas plants, Mississippi. I think they're getting something. Georgia. I'm thinking those types of places. Like I feel like Kentucky and Tennessee and Missouri, they get on average a temperature from 0 to 10 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So those perennials understand that. I'm just glad it's not when things are flowering, because then it's game over for getting fruit that year.
Yeah, I've never experienced that part or anything. Actually, in the garden wise. getting cold affectionate, but yeah, I could see where would be a problem.
I have another story, Randall.
Hmm.
So I tried on all my snow gear because I haven't had to wear it. Like it's rated for ice fishing is what's great about it. And I put the bibs on, and my hips apparently are bigger, so they don't even really fit well. So I'm walking like a stiff. It made me realize, like, crap. It's either take care of this next year, or I'm gonna possibly have to buy new gear because you can't be stiff. Like you need to be able to move
You
and
got
be warm.
to squat and sit down and all this,
Because yeah, I went out to shovel, and there's special bibs for women. So like the hips unzip and the butt flap down, so you can use the bathroom versus taking all of the
Oh,
bib off. I
well,
don't know if you ever heard of that before, but
that's not fair. I think men should have that same option. I think,
versus your front zipper.
well, no, we should have the back option too,
Mm.
and the front option.
I'm having an Ollie Pop, cherry
Oh,
cola. So
okay.
it's a prebiotic botanical plant fiber
Oh,
soda. It's very yummy.
yeah. What say you, Barry, on the butt flap?
Well, they used to have long johns that had the
But
snaps.
yeah,
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, so you could for men and the women.
Yeah, that's
Because
not a
back
thing
then
anymore.
they had out houses,
Yep.
so you
You could leave more things on.
my bathroom feels like an outhouse. I swear to God, it
have
does.
you
I
have you
believe you.
ever seen the bathroom hack that I've seen it advertised? They're showing it. It take two socks and put it over the toilet seat. One sock on one side of the lid, the other on the other, and it gives you a little. When it's cold, it's not. It doesn't feel like you're sitting on an ice block.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I should have sent that to the porta potty crew today.
They would. Yeah, I seen. I said, "Hey, I might try that." Well, because you're sitting there and you're going to get ready to sit down, and you're going, "Oh God, this is going to be cold."
It wouldn't work on my toilet here. It's a full round one with a kid one that
Oh,
magnetizes, so there's no like opening.
oh, yeah,
Um,
Yeah, mine
I
that way too.
I don't know.
wouldn't work with it. That just sucks. And it sucks to be you
You
then.
just go fast. You don't sit on it till you're ready, that kind of thing.
We're getting on the potty jokes now.
Oh, that was the other thing somebody said. Toilet paper was all sold out. And I was
Oh,
like,
I
no
didn't even.
way.
Yeah, I believe it. I was wondering about that because I was aiming to go back, just kind of stroll over in that section just to see.
I
And
don't know about my town. I don't know about
yeah,
around here because I don't go inside stores. I've talked to Barry about this. I will pay someone to do my shopping, and a couple times a year I'll go in the store to make an effort and teach children lessons on how it works, in the real world. But otherwise, I don't prefer to go in there. It's too overstimulating for me.
Overstimulating.
Every
I
single
do.
aisle smells different,
It does.
and then it's constant bright lights and music and people, and I can't stand it.
It does get very annoying when I'm in there. I go in there and just kind of, I want to go in and out. I don't like to tell him. And sometimes I go in and just want to just say, I'm just going to take my time.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I say that, there's always somebody that you run up on that's in your way, and you're starting to lose your stuff, and I'm going to walk off now before I commit a felony. Yeah.
Oh, our floors have been so cold. So, like, I keep the house at 66, which is costing $200. And I took the temperature of the floor right here. I always talk about how I'm cold at my desk.
Mm-hmm.
It was 51 was the
Yeah,
temperature of the floor.
I can believe that.
From the air from the basement, I guess, coming up. I don't know. I just thought, no wonder I always put slippers and a blanket. Like, I'm walking around with 2 layers on my bottom right now, like long johns and pants, just in my own house. Barry, I'm
Yeah.
sure you have to layer up.
Oh yeah.
Just-
I didn't get my long johns like I wanted to yet. So
Well, I'm wearing two pairs. I'm wearing a pajamas underneath my bigger pants.
Yep.
These pants here I'm wearing right now, I like them because they're kind of fatigues, and they're real big, kind of big, and it gives you enough room to wear. They're made to where you can wear extra clothing under it.
Some under it, yeah.
And
So
yeah, I have to keep my legs warm. I have to get some.
it warmed up. It's -14.
Oh, well, warm. You getting a warm spell.
Yeah.
It'd
We
be summertime.
it's gonna feel great. We ran the water through the pipes all night again. Let it drip.
I leave mine dripping overnight. I leave one drip, the bathroom dripping on hot, and I leave the kitchen. I leave it dripping on cold, and just all night. Just I'd rather do that than to have to deal
Wait
with
for it to thaw, and then or bust. Yeah.
a busted pipe, and I just see that's the better option. But
Yeah,
like
the
that.
other stuff. What?
Go ahead.
The other stuff we do when we're getting ready for something like this is we make sure things are charged. So we have, I don't think I have it next to me, just lights, different shaped lights, lanterns and lights that turn on that each kid can have, and we have extras. So it's make sure we've wrangled all of them because sometimes they use them to play. And when you plug it in, if it's red, it needs to stay in. If it's green, it doesn't need to be on the charger. And I actually haven't had to use my battery bank since I bought it. I mean, I have used it, but I haven't had to use it because I bought it because when the lights went out for a power outage, the kids were a little spooked about not being able to turn a lamp on. And I thought, I can get a lamp. I can power a lamp with very little juice. So I would be excited to have a power outage, just not when it's -40. It's really dangerous then.
Yeah. It's dangerous because that's dangerous levels temperature.
It drops fast in the house. If you have to open the door to let the dog out,
Yeah.
he's wearing a sweater today because he's a short hair dog.
Yeah.
I think he was getting frostbite on his paws because he was walking without one for a little bit.
Could have been.
So I have to ask Mark what to do.
What about the kitty? How's he faring in the cold weather?
He is not going anywhere near the door.
but
But he hangs out in the basement.
Yeah. He doesn't
he
like
won't.
it.
The snow, he tried it. He hasn't been out since.
He don't like it. No.
He misses it.
Yeah.
He misses going outside. I mean, he'll watch out windows and stuff when it's not super cold. But yeah, even plants near a glass window when it's -40 out, if you have a tropical plant, it should not be touching that glass.
No.
It'll burn it.
My kitchen window's frosted over right now.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that a bit. See, I can look at mine, but I don't doubt that one bit, Barry. I don't know. After all, it is winter time.
And this is normal for January. It's just weird because we've had 2 now. We had a cold dip. Was it November or December? And then now we have the normal one in January. So,
we always expect this kind of weather, but it's still a little bit getting used to it again every year.
Find what you need, rethink about it, get nervous. Like I've been nervous all day about Mark working in and out
and driving on that stuff. Yeah.
Car batteries don't do well. And I think I told you. Yeah, I did. We had having problems with that car.
Yeah, you mentioned something about it. That battery I got on my car, I gave a little bit too much. Too much, I think, but it's not an actual regular battery. It's it doesn't have water, solutions in it. It's got they explained to me you could shoot a hole through it and still use it.
Yeah, we have special batteries. We always buy newer. I don't know what the words are. Otherwise, I'd tell
I
you.
can't remember either, but
It's some kind of like if the car goes upside down, it won't leak.
mhm.
It's a higher voltage than what's rated for the motor and everything. And
The one I had on it before that, it was when even
cold tolerant.
it wasn't even for that car, and it just wouldn't. It was just
Oh, and then the
struggling.
mounts. We always try to get top mount.
Yeah, it was struggling, and I had to get another battery, and boy, I didn't want to pay it, but I had no choice. And it's been
It's over. It's like 120, 150 at least to get a good battery. And here here.
I paid $250 for this battery.
And it's what, every
Man,
4 years we're supposed to do this?
yeah, I didn't want to do that, and I said, but that when I had no choice. There was no other way around it.
Oh
A
no.
regular car battery wouldn't. It's something about all the computer. The way they explained to me is all the computer stuff in that car. You got to have an X amount of voltage at all times.
Well, you practically have a computer for a stereo,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
which is cool. I think that interface is cool, but when I drove your car, I just like I didn't look at that screen because it was too much like a phone or a computer. You could get distracted, and so I was just looking straight ahead, like you know.
I don't even pay attention to it when I'm driving now. It took me a little bit to get used to it, to not look, you know.
Now that the backup camera is pretty cool, but still, yeah. I drive with the rear view mirror and the side mirrors.
Yeah, I don't look through that.
And
I told him every time I make a phone call on it, I never look at it when I'm talking. I just pay attention to the road and stuff.
yeah, well, that's the whole point of hands free, anyway.
Well, I'll know in a little bit here if I have to go rescue Mark.
Uh-oh.
The stupid device in the car, we just had a new one installed and it's acting weird. And I said, if the car shuts off, call me. We have to get it towed and I'll just come pick you up right away. You don't need to sit in the car and wait for the tow truck when it's negative out.
No. I don't mean that. Yeah. But, you got.
Sounds like you're having my luck, Shawnee.
Super great.
Well, if it was a butt wrenching cold out there, it wouldn't be half as bad, would it? It would be bad enough.
He keeps it, tucked in a hat, so then it's kind of not. It's. I don't want to talk about
it. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Just get mad.
Yeah, you don't want to get upset. Get you.
Oh, guess what? I called my internet company.
Uh-huh.
Did I tell you that story?
Maybe.
So the whole story is I had a certain internet and it was like fancy, high speed, whatever, expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were like, oh, we really need to save some money. So let's go down a notch on the internet. And here we were only going to save $20. And I go, well, I wouldn't have even changed it, but we did. And we've been riding this new internet and I hate it. I feel like all of my live stream shows have glitched out and I've had errors like just okay, you know what that means. You know what glitching out on StreamYard means. So I called them and I at least got somebody I could understand. And I said, I want to go back to what I had. Well, that plan doesn't exist anymore. And I'm like, well, whatever is the next, you know what I mean? So I got whatever is the next bump up. It's supposed to double our speed. And I pay $15 more than I was, which whoopee. And so I went live last night and it had switched to the new and I still had glitches. So maybe, I don't know. I'm keeping the higher internet. I don't necessarily want to go higher than that though, because then I don't think that's necessary. I don't know. That's my internet story.
Bless you, Randall.
Yes, bless you.
I'm trying to get to the
Wait,
I'm trying to get
Gesundheit.
to mute button.
Yeah, the mute.
make it.
Where's the shortcut for mute? I think it's
Yeah.
spacebar.
Did they just upgrade it over the internet?
I didn't hear the full question. What?
Did they upgrade it over the internet?
Nobody came here.
Right. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay. Yep.
Because they could do it over the internet now.
I go, do I need to reset it? Oh, it'll reset itself. Like you just have to push a button. It's not like
Yeah.
okay.
Oh well, Shiny, it'll be all right. I mean, that's just the way things are.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like crap right now and everything, but
it might get better.
It'll get better
when there's more sun. I don't know.
Yeah, when it's more sun and you can kind of do your thing outside, you'll look back at it. Well, you'll probably not even think about it. That's how you got to just keep that in mind. That we all got crap. I'm gonna hook up my temperature gun.
Okay.
Let's see what the temperature is. And also I can use this to play with the cat. Actually, it's what I went to the dollar store, was looking for a bat when he's 9 volts. For they didn't have. They had them, but I wasn't going to pay no $5 for one 9-volt battery.
Exactly.
And I looked around and I said, I asked him, I said, do you not have any El Chipos? No. I said, well, I just don't see the point of paying $9 for a dadgum one battery. He said, yeah, I don't blame you. I wouldn't either. And I mean, all I'm going to do is play with the cat. Well, he's going to like that. But I'm going to say, how much? Let's see. I'm gonna get that. Let me get this set right, because if the battery's out, and I have to reset it. I was gonna see what the temperature was as far as the.
What deal, baby?
Okay, there we go. It shows 59. Let's see. 53 in here right now. 62, 61 in the ceiling. Let's see what that door back there is, basically. Well, 58.
Hey there, sweetie. How you doing?
Inside's pretty decently. I think around a 60. But anyway, I didn't use it to play with Toby. I'm gonna drag him nuts back. Use that little red dot on there.
I haven't showed the kids that yet.
That little red dot on you talking about driving cats wild. He's asleep right now, so
okay.
He's not in here, which is a good thing. Let him sleep.
Oh,
I feel sorry because he gets that battery charged up, and he's a Lord have mercy. I'll be glad when he grows out some of that energy.
Where you going?
Well, when better weather gets here, he can go outside. I think
he'll be okay for that. Yeah.
I've already let him out once before this bad weather, and he was like a kid in a candy store out there. He was just everywhere. went straight up I got this big tree in the yard. I might have told this story, but he went straight up that tree. And I said, "Oh, you got up there?" He was sitting there on a limb looking down at me. I said, "You got up there by yourself. You can get down by yourself."
Mm-hmm.
I sat there and watched him. He figured it out. He figured it out. He got down. Oh yeah. Cats, that's just natural. I mean, they just, some cats like it, some cats don't. But anyway, I don't know. Well,
I planted seeds today.
Oh, you did?
Just
you
for the
plant?
indoor garden. So I planted more lettuce and
Lettuce?
cilantro and Swiss chard, dill. Because I've harvested all those out, so that's what I planted today.
We thought about that today. Just talking about it amongst ourselves, me and the wife, and putting some out. Putting some. Well, I ain't got no grow lamps right now. I ain't got no grow bulbs.
Yeah, I have all those. My lights and the shelf with the plastic, it stays about 72 degrees when they're on.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can stick stuff in there, no problem.
Yeah, I don't have nothing like that, Barry. I need to get me a couple, but I don't have nothing like that at this time of year. I should be trying to grow. What about the last of February is when to start? Sometime in February is when you want to start on something.
You get by with lettuce right now.
Yeah, lettuce. Yeah, mm-hmm.
Lettuce likes cold weather.
Yeah.
Even if your house is a little cool, you could get by with lettuce and some grow lights.
50 degrees is all it needs to germinate.
Yeah.
We don't start for the garden year until March.
You gonna experiment with tape?
I shouldn't say that, right?
Seed tape?
I don't think I'm gonna make any tape. Are you, Barry? Are you making tape?
I think I might try it. I might try it with carrots and see.
People say seed tape for carrots, and then I've also keep hearing all the good hoopla about snails. So I don't know. What to do.
There's just so many things out there. It's overwhelming. Really.
I'm gonna do some of the stuff myself, and I'm gonna buy stuff. So I plan on buying onions started for me and celery instead of dealing with it from February to April. I'm gonna have convenience.
I think I'm gonna go grow me some. I may just try carrots, and I may start me some tomatoes.
So what do you use for cat litter, Randall? Do you get a bucket or is it in a bag?
It comes in a jug,
You get jugs? Okay. Because I have buckets.
I can wash that jug out and just use it for something else.
You can make liquid fertilizer, watering can. You could cut the top off and plant in it. I think I'll plant carrots in my cat litter buckets, possibly in one of them.
Oh yeah.
At home and see if I don't know, just to try it. Otherwise, I'm planting carrots out at the garden property, and I just don't know if I care to mess around with tape building and setting it out. And it sounds great in the long run, like putting the work and the effort in. I kind of just want to sit on the ground and do the seeds. I like sitting on the ground.
Yeah.
On a cushion. Let me just be clear, on a cushion in the garden.
I want to experiment with build me some raised beds for my tomato plant.
Holy shit, really?
I'm thinking about it because this ground is really only one side of it is in good shape. The side it needs work to get it up to par, and I'm gonna put my corn out in that part. But if I do corn, I'm not really sure if I'll do corn.
Do you do squash? I can't remember.
Yeah, I've done squash. I've done squash and zucchini and cucumber.
Winter squash. I have a whole bunch. I wish I could just give you, Barry, in my basement that I haven't used up yet. I don't know. Can you?
You can stick a UPS sticker on it and just send it to you. Drop it in UPS. Notice the Barry, please.
Well, they'd freeze. That's not
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I'd have to wait for it to thaw out before I could cut it open. Shawnee, you need to grow hydroponics, and that way you can have live streams, and every live stream you'll have 25 people asking if you're growing weed.
I know we talked about that. I
She has so much patience, and I'm just
I'm
sitting
not.
there. I'm watching, the Fresh Princess, and I'm like, you stupid fools! Not everybody is, gonna be out in the open growing their weed. It's She gets a dozen questions, the same question.
The
Is that
moderators
you out there?
the moderators are finally saying it's on the other channel. So shut up.
Shut
She
up.
she just is like, it's on our After Dark channel, and that's she leaves it at that. And I'm like,
Yep.
yeah, because it I've seen it on other channels.
I liked your question about it though, Barry. I liked how you go into the critical thinking of what has become of us or people, and why is that your top question?
Now,
You
what is
know,
that? Why is that the only question you can come up with?
what on
Weed.
earth? Yeah.
Like,
Golly. Are you not paying attention to the stream at all?
well,
I mean,
I told her, I said too in her chat, I was like, well, it's like people don't. I said that proves right there that no one takes the time out to watch to learn who she is and what she's about and what she grows and all that. Otherwise they wouldn't ask that question.
mm-mm.
It was this moment of literally saying what the seeds were over and over again. And people in the chat went, "What are you growing? What are you planting? What seed is that?" And it's like, are you behind in the chat or in the stream? Because we just said this out loud. What- Were you
I'll,
listening?
I'll tend to. You go.
They just, I mean, and they're guys, because
It
first
was a
thing that
guy.
comes up is, oh my God, you're so pretty. It's like, focus. People don't,
You're misrepresenting our species over there, you
like, they're not,
animals.
they don't think about, what if she's got a husband? What if
She
she's
does have a husband.
I know. And I'm like, these guys get on there, they're obviously like 20 years old.
It's
Yeah.
something. It's something with. There's 3 watching. Who else is in here? It was just 2.
Thumbs up if you're watching from
Because
the
I'm
bushes.
watching.
Who's in here?
Are you guys watching on a stream tab? Do
Nope.
you have YouTube open? Okay, because one of them is me.
One of you.
Show yourself.
Don't be shy. We don't bite much.
I know who the other one is. My wife. She's in the other room watching on TV.
Okay.
So that leaves a third person.
Mary, right?
Yeah. So there's
Hi,
a third
Mary.
person out there in the bushes.
Who's
What are
in the
y'all
bush?
doing in the bushes? That's what I want to know. In the bushes. Oh, well, I don't know.
Here's the other thing I observed during this storm. I have it on my phone and on my weather radio. It was bright and sunny out. All of a sudden, schools are closing early. And I get the weather station finally that says blizzard warning starts at 1 o'clock. And this was like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock that I got this at. So I went to someone who was shoveling outside. I said, "Did you check the weather?" And they go, "No." I said, "There's a blizzard coming." And they go, "Why am I even shoveling?" And then I had a Walmart order delivered that day. And I go, "Have you checked the weather?" And she goes, "No." I'm like, "There's a blizzard coming. Get a hold of my husband, get a hold of my dad." Those are the 2 that I usually tell the weather to, whether they like it or not, that are going to hear about it. Nobody knew anything. And I was like, geez.
Yeah, a lot of people don't pay attention. You know, I don't know. Keep informed. That's the best peace of mind you can have, is always being informed. You know, and you're never in the dark.
I love being able to know ahead of time so I can do something.
Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna call it, and
Okay.
y'all want to
Thanks for
stick
having
around
me.
if you want to stick around the after party, you can, whatever.
Okay.
We've been in
For
for
every
2
day and
hours
every way.
talking. Yeah, and every way, grow every way.
Breaker 19.
Y'all have a good one there. Catch the restream, like, share, and subscribe, and put the thumbs down, and I appreciate it. Bye bye.
Shabbat Malay.